Have your boots been under?
Hey there, you're watching Dirt Bike Channel. I'm your host Kyle Brotherson. Today we're going to talk about some boots.
Before we get into this, let's play a fun little game. Who can tell me down in the comments what year Honda CR250R this thing is? Got a little bit of a project going.
As you guys know, I don't like to review stuff that I haven't used, and I've definitely used these boots a lot. I've used these Fox boots here for, is it 1 year or 2 years? I'm gonna have to double check on that, but it's at least one full year, maybe two. The Gaerne I used for like 5 years. And so I've definitely got some thoughts, just some initial thoughts. The Gaerne, they are unbeatable as far as longevity and how long they last. They are very, very well crafted. They're not as comfortable as the Fox boots, specifically the Fox boots. They're a little bit lighter. I'm gonna find out how much more lighter in just a second when I put them on my scale. But just when I'm putting them on, I feel like the Fox boots are quite a bit lighter, and they're easier to walk in. So, you know, the Gaerne, you don't have really any traction. So if you're doing any trail building or things like that, or hiking around, the Gaerne are not super comfortable to wear for that. The Fox boots just have a lot more flex to them, and then a lot more tread on the bottom. I'll get into why that might be a problem later. So just overall comfort, the Fox boots have been better for me. Overall durability and longevity, the Gaerne boots have been better. Let's bring you in for a little bit closer look at these things. Something interesting about the Gaerne, and you'll notice that they come with a steel toe on these originally, and I removed that steel toe just because I was tired of having it scratch my engine cases. But you can see there's essentially no tread there on this boot, and this is more of a motocross style sole. And this is nice because there's nothing to catch on your foot pegs. The problem that I've had, one of the biggest problems I've had with the Fox boots is that, see all this tread here? It makes it incredibly grippy for walking around, but these get stuck on my pegs a little bit. And sometimes it's hard for me to, every once in a while, I'll get this caught. I'm trying to get my foot off the peg, and I'll get kind of caught on the peg with these treads. So if I did the Fox boots again, I'd probably just get the Instinct boots, but not the off-road version. The off-road version gives you a little bit meatier tread right here, and maybe a couple of other things, but mostly the off-road version of this thing, I think, is just giving you, you know, a more aggressive tread pattern, which is good and bad, like I just mentioned. I think I probably would go without it and do more of a slick style sole on the bottom, so that I'm not catching myself on the pegs. Just another thing to note, the Gaerne, the way that these straps work, I actually never I broke a strap one time by nailing it on a tree or a stick that came, but I've never lost a strap. So these things are very durable, and I've never had one break. You'll see that these are replaceable. These can go on with screws on the buckles, but these straps have been very durable and very good. They're obviously a little bit discolored because they come white and now they've yellowed. Contrast that with the Fox things. These Fox straps, they will come out. So if you're not careful, I have lost multiple of these straps, and what happens too is these bolts, they put these things in with an Allen bolt here on the buckle, and if you don't Loctite this, you will lose these. I have lost 3 of these things so I've used this a much shorter time, like 1 or 2 years versus 4 or 5 years on these boots, and I've had far more problems with the buckles. Now, to Fox's credit, if you email them, take a picture of your boot and the problem that you have and email them, they've sent me replacement parts, no questions asked, but it's just annoying to have to pull these out and Loctite them, and always check to make sure that they're tight. You know, otherwise you will lose them. And I've lost them multiple times in the middle of rides. And sometimes too, when I'm pulling these things off, when I'm taking my boots on and off, I've actually had these straps, they'll just actually, of course it's not gonna do it now while I'm showing you, but those will actually just fall out. And this happened to me one time. I had the buckle kind of come undone, just kind of pop open on a ride, and then my strap actually fell right out of the boot, and I lost it without even knowing it. So I haven't been super impressed with the way that those work. I mean, if you're very vigilant and you're gonna, you know, check your check with an Allen wrench, you know, these screws all the time, or get them in really good with Loctite, you'll probably not have an issue. But it's just kind of annoying, and especially when I had these Gaerne SG10s for a long time and have never had any issues. So I give the reliability to the Gaernes hands down over my experience here with the Fox boots. But the Fox boots have been very comfortable and very good to ride with when you're actually on the bike. Okay, so let's see how much these things weigh. We're gonna do the Gaerne SG10s first. So they are 4.99 pounds, so we'll just call that 5 pounds. Pull this off the scale and see if it repeats. There's 0. It is, and they're dry, so they're 4.9 pounds. That's essentially 5 pounds, right? Then if we take the Fox boot, wow. Actually, they feel so much lighter than that. It's actually only, you know, a third of a pound lighter on that Fox. 4.69 and 4.69. Let's do this for everyone. Everyone always yells at me when I don't do kilograms. It's 2.12 kilograms. Do the Gaerne just so people have that. 2.26 kilograms. So not a whole lot of difference there. I actually thought there was more difference. One thing to note about that though is you are riding with 10 pounds of boots on. Let's see if I can get both of these on the scale. It's kind of crazy to think if I can get them both to stand up. I don't know how well you can't even see that. But when we're on our bikes, we are running, shoot, I can get it to stand. Can't get them to both stay on. We're running 10 pounds. Can't get them to stay on both. But we're running 10 pounds worth of boots on us. That's crazy. As far as cost goes, I give the edge to the Gaerne. They're about $100 cheaper right now for the SG10s. Now you can step up to SG12s with Gaerne. My dad owns a pair of the SG12s. They appear to be a little bit more bulky. The SG10s are kind of a little bit slimmer and narrower. Overall, I think if I was to do this again, I definitely would buy the SG10s over at least the off-road boot here, the Fox Racing Instinct Offroad. This is the one I would buy over it just because it's cheaper, and I think it has higher build quality. I think a lot of these companies will resole a boot for you at little to no charge, and this boot is nearing needing a resole. So I may reach out to Gaerne and see if they want to do a resole on that boot. I don't know if Fox would do the same thing. They might. This one's constructed a little bit differently though, so I don't know if they would actually do that. But because of the issues that I've had with the straps, and again, they've had good customer service on it, but with the issues on the straps that I've had, and then just kind of getting stuck on the bottom here, probably wouldn't do, I probably won't do these again. I'm probably going to try some Alpine Stars or something the next time. These are very comfortable to walk in. They feel light, they feel good, they feel comfortable, probably more comfortable than the Gaernes, but I think the Gaernes are a better bang for the buck. They both, I think, offer the same amount of protection. They're both very good as far as protection goes for your feet and your upper shin. So great boots, both of them, but my pick would be the Gaerne SG10s. Hey, leave down in the comments the types of boots that you like. If you like these videos, please remember to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you got the ringing bell icon up on my channel there. If you have questions, the best way to contact me is over at dirtbikechannel.com. So you can contact me that way. That's the best way to get in touch with me because there's so many YouTube comments I can't respond there. I can't respond to Facebook, to everything. But if you send me an email through my website, I will write you back. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I appreciate you watching this review of these two boots that I've used for many years now. Thanks.